Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Behind Marketing Lines, where stories fuel growth. I'm your host, Zishan, and today I have a content creator with me. Hello, Harshani. Good to see you behind Marketing Lines.
Hi, Zishan. Thank you for inviting me.
I've known you as a sales guru. I've seen you break sales records and all. But on Instagram, I see you as a content creator. And as a content creator that has been creating content in a specific niche, and that is food. And when I read your Instagram profile, it says, I think about food all day long. And yeah, that's a thing. Is it actually a thing?
It is. I mean, we all love food, right? And then it connects people. And this is something that started out of a hobby, I should say. And probably one random day, just the usual hangout, and I captured an image. And I thought, like, okay, let's just post it on Instagram.
Right.
And see what happens. I mean, it was just random. And out of nowhere, one well-reputed food chain reposted that image. I was like, what just happened? I mean, because I didn't understand, right? Like it was something unusual for me, something new.
So that was the moment when it
Yeah.
when it started, when it
Yeah.
all started. So I think you should be thankful to the brand. Would you mind mentioning that brand's name?
I mean, is it okay if I mention?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's KFC.
Oh, KFC.
Yes.
They reposted your picture.
Yes.
Nice. Well, KFC, if anyone from their brand team or the content team or the social media team, if you're listening, you made somebody start a whole different career, whole different life. That's amazing.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
that's the power of big brands. You guys can do things.
Yeah, that's right.
This brings me to the pet question that I always ask all of my guests.
Yeah.
What if your life was a movie? What's the opening scene like, and what's the movie called?
Well, the movie title would be Work in Progress.
Work in progress. I like it.
Because I feel like it captures the essence of the journey that is still in progress.
Okay.
So I'm still writing my story. I feel like I'm yet to make a meaningful impact in both sales and content creation fields.
I would rather talk more about content creation because there's a big sales versus marketing rivalry, and everybody who's coming onto my podcast is talking about it.
Is there a rivalry?
Isn't there a rivalry?
Marketing and sales, I mean, they go hand in hand, right?
They should go hand in hand.
It's mandatory for a successful customer journey. It's mandatory.
No, 100%.
And you asked about
The title
The
of the
opening
movie and
scene,
the
yeah.
opening scene.
the opening scene would be 2 split screens.
Okay.
The left screen would showcase the life of a working sales professional,
Interesting.
attending calls, attending meetings, and it's like the day-to-day job that I'm doing, right? 9 to 5. Whereas the left screen would showcase the life of a content creator,
Right.
continuously writing down ideas, editing videos.
Right.
That's how the opening scene would be. And then it would fade into work in progress.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And somewhere in the left screen where there is a sales professional, is that sales professional giving feedback to the marketing team that the leads you're sending in are not good?
Yes.
Yes?
We are giving feedback. I mean,
I thought it's a story. It would change things, you know. I thought it would like
see-
showcase the picture perfect scenario. It would say, no. The leads you're bringing in are perfect. I've never had such good leads in my life, you know. I call them and they say, we were waiting for your call and we are ready to convert. And here is my credit card. You know, I'm even willing to tell you all the details over the phone and just make it happen.
well, I wish it was that easy, to be honest. But no, it's a big challenge. And another thing would be we need pure organic leads, you know, to convert and expect a positive outcome.
What if your life was a book? What chapter it is right now?
The chapter would be called If Not Now, Then When.
I like it.
This chapter specifically is going to be about growth.
Right.
My life is a work in progress. If I'm not going to trust my instinct and take a risk at this moment, then it's never going to come. You may never know what's going to happen. And I may never know the outcome of my story. I just don't want that to happen.
What's your origin story? How did you get into content creation? I think you mentioned that moment when KFC reposted your picture, but there would have been a sequel, right? Something might have triggered again, something might have pushed you to start creating content and be consistent with it.
When it comes to content creation, I mean, that was the biggest moment for me. That's when it hit me. It triggered something in me that you need to work on your creativity. You need to bring that out. You could inspire others and you can build a community around it. And soon after that happened, I received several invitations for collaborations.
Interesting.
And that boosted my confidence. I was like, okay, this is going somewhere. Something that started randomly out of a hobby is actually something worth happening. But I'm yet to make a meaningful impact in this field. It's a work in progress. I'm getting there.
No, you will definitely get there because all of us are work in progress. All of us started somewhere. We are somewhere, and there is somewhere we are headed. Until the final titles scroll, we have to have to push forward.
Yeah.
And I think there's some really good stuff that you put out there as content, and it's really admirable. And some of the things I saw you recently started talking about wellness and a lot about personal development and all. So did something trigger it, or all of a sudden you started putting a lot more focus on the wellness side of things?
There was something that happened with regards to my health.
Right.
Because it took a toll on my health. And I was pre-diabetic.
Oh, okay.
So I had to change my lifestyle, starting with my diet. And that's exactly what I did. I cut down on carbs and started increasing the protein intake, and everything that I was consuming, I was closely taking a look. So I changed my diet. That actually helped me to lose like 10 kgs
Wow.
within a couple of months. Yes. So that was a positive change. I started with hitting 10K steps on a daily basis.
Right.
That's something that kind of gave me solo time as well for deep reflection.
Interesting.
That's where I started with wellness and personal development. But luckily, I'm out of risk.
Oh, nice.
So the
Congratulations.
changes, thank you very much. The changes that I made to my diet and the exercises, I think that paid off.
Keep
Yeah.
going.
Thank you.
Any plot twists in your journey so far?
One of the biggest twists in my journey was when I was hired directly by my current employer. It was more of like a sense of validation for all the efforts that I've put in through all these years.
Right.
Rewarding, not just financially, but mentally as well.
What are you working right now? Something that keeps you excited?
There are two things that I'm working right now. One is refining strategies and trying to go beyond the numbers that have been assigned to us when it comes to the sales profession. You need to hit your numbers. You need to go beyond that. So that's number one priority. That's being my bread and butter. And the second would be refining my content strategies. This is something that I want to do right now. And I'm continuously writing down ideas, doing research, trying to stick to a specific niche.
Right.
I want to create content that's going to be relevant to people, that I can create a community around it, not just for the sake of creating content, right? Anyone can capture a picture or a video and put it out there, and it's a content. It could go viral. But when you connect with people on an emotional basis, you build a genuine relationship. And that's
Right.
that's going to leave some sort of impact. In fact, a meaningful impact. I think that's what I'm aiming for.
What are the challenges you're facing doing that? I mean, and I'll talk more about the content creation side of things because I know a lot of, aspiring content creators out there, aspiring marketers, because eventually all marketers nowadays have to be content creators. And a lot of aspiring marketers listen to this. What challenges are you facing in terms of content creation?
Finding a balance between my day job and content creation.
Right.
So this is something that I've been struggling for a while. But what I've done is to
Okay.
overcome this, I've created a social media calendar
Oh, nice.
and I'm more into planning and executing as per the social media calendar. That is for the content creation bit.
All right. And if we zoom into today, what does a day in your life looks like? Like, what time do you wake up? How do you, juggle between your day job and your content creation and your family?
I'm not an early riser.
Okay.
I used to be, but not anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I wake up around
That's
6:30.
still early for a lot of
I
people.
mean, I feel like 5 a.m. 5 a.m. club should be the thing.
Okay. Everybody is talking about 5 a.m.
Really?
club. The earlier guest I had was also talking about it. So interesting.
Yeah, because there was a time where I used to wake up at 5 a.m., but it has changed lately. But I still feel like 6 a.m. is good. It's not bad, right? So during the day, it's my 9 to 5. It's the usual routine where I am attending calls, attending meetings, and doing the daily tasks of a sales profession. Post 5 p.m. is where I get to put my time into content creation
Interesting.
and hit the 10K steps as well.
Okay. That
Yeah.
struggle is real because I haven't been able to do that for quite some time now, although my doctor keeps on telling me that I have to.
I think you should do it.
I should, but yeah, how do you keep that balance? I mean, that's my question, right? So you're doing 10K steps, you're doing content creation, you have a 9 to 5, and you have a family. So how do you do it? What's the secret sauce?
I think you just have to plan it well and make sure that you have everything in your mind that okay, from this time to this time, this is what I'm going to do. So from 9 to 5, I know that I'm at work and I am supposed to be doing everything related to my profession.
Right.
So I think it's all about the mindset.
And discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline is what I'm hearing from you, and mindset, of course. So when you put
Mindset.
your heart and mind to doing something, that's where the magic happens.
Anything is possible. Even if you're exhausted, but you feel like you want to do this, you will do it. Mindset and discipline and proper planning.
So planning is important. So you plan your day well, you put everything into a calendar and you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
when you're doing what.
Yeah.
That's really important because if you have everything at one place, then it's easier for you to execute.
Yeah.
What's one lesson that your career taught you the hard way?
Resilient.
Okay.
You may close a deal today, but there might be a couple of no's, tomorrow and day
Right.
after. You're going to get no, it's a rejection. The day after is going to be another rejection. But what matters is how you bounce back. You move on and you move forward. You're not going to dwell on the same chapter. You move forward and you focus on the next one.
Right.
Resilient. That's something that my career taught me.
The resilience is what I'm hearing, and you need to know how to bounce back. And I think that's very important. And a lot of salespeople I know and I meet say the same thing. And that's very interesting. And I think somehow, somewhere back in universities or in schools and colleges, we need to teach our children that how to
Absolutely.
face failure,
Yes, that's very important.
how to cope up with it. And that's what we don't teach. So
Yeah.
when we are in our professional lives or in our personal lives, when we hit rock bottom, we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
We don't know where to go.
Never giving up, right? You got to bounce back somehow. Because you just have one life and you got to make it work.
That is so true.
Yeah.
So, what's one piece of advice you would want to give to the aspiring content creators or marketers? That what should they do to enter the world of content creation? How can they start? How do you stay motivated, number one? And how do you enter? How do you start doing it?
So, as a creator, what you need to do is you need to find your niche and create content around it and probably come up with a social media calendar as well and keep posting consistently because I believe the algorithm loves consistency. So that's something that you should do. And apart from that, would be pay attention to your editing skills as well. That plays another important role in content creation. There has to be a big moment that triggers in you. You need to have that courage to take the first step, because you may study various things out there. I mean, but does that really apply with what you do?
No.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, where is the
Marketing I
connection?
studied and marketing I'm practicing are totally different.
Exactly, because you never know where life is going to take you. And if you want to do something, if you are passionate about something, then you should do it. Have the courage to take the first step.
No, 100%. I totally agree with you. You have worked with a lot of marketers throughout your life.
Yes.
What's one skill in marketers, as a content creator or as from somebody who is a support function of marketing or from sales? What's one thing you see in a marketer and you say, okay, he or she is a good marketer?
To think out of the box.
Interesting.
Bold ideas.
Okay.
When you come across a person who has bold ideas and expressive and their different approach altogether, not the
Right.
traditional way of doing things, I think that's something that I really love.
What's one daily ritual apart from 10K steps that keeps you going?
Spending time in nature.
Okay.
That's, I think, tracing back to 10K steps. It's all connected,
Right.
right? But I love solo time. This is where you get to think clearly, come up with new ideas. It's all in your head, right? And focus on something.
Yeah, it's all in your head, and then you need to put it on paper, right?
Yeah,
And that is when
yeah.
you can actually
Yeah,
go ahead and execute
in
it.
fact, journalizing as well. Like you tend to.
Oh, you do journaling?
Yeah,
Okay.
journaling. That's true. So I write down points, and whenever I get an idea, I tend to write down.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what if you were teaching a crash course to your younger self? What would be one piece of advice that you would give to yourself?
You don't have to have it all figured out.
Okay.
Every stage matters. I mean, the winning, the losing, everything is going to be part of your journey. You're not going to win every time.
That's very powerful.
That's something that I would tell myself. It's realistic.
Now I have a rapid fire round.
Mm-hmm.
SEO or paid marketing?
Paid marketing.
Brand or performance marketing?
Brand.
Creativity or data?
Creativity.
Being a creator, of course.
Yes.
Startup hustle or corporate structure?
Startup.
LinkedIn or Instagram?
Instagram.
AI or human intuition?
Human intuition.
Global campaigns or local activation?
Global campaigns.
TV ads or TikTok reels?
TikTok reels.
Work from office or remote working?
Remote working.
Risk taking or playing it safe?
Risk taking.
Customer first or product first?
Customer first.
An interesting one, and I'm curious, coffee or tea?
Now this is difficult because I love both.
But you've got to choose one.
The Sri Lankan in me is saying tea,
Okay.
but coffee.
Mountains or beaches?
Beaches.
Reading or web series?
Guilty. Web series.
Okay. Solo travel or group trips?
Group trips.
Minimalist or collector?
Collector. I have a granny stash.
Okay. City life or countryside?
Countryside.
If your career was a marketing campaign, what's the tagline?
Turning concepts into conversations.
That's very deep.
Because turning concepts is you start with ideas, innovative thoughts and strategies. And then you turn them into conversations. Conversations, and that's where you come with the outcome, right? Could be a sale, it could be the engagement when it comes to content creation. So yeah, turning concepts to conversations.
Interesting. What's the best piece of advice you have ever received from one of your mentors or gurus, or you read it somewhere, or you learned it the hard way?
I think one of the best advice that I've ever received, Harshani, don't waste your potential. Do something about it. You just have one life. Just do it. You're much more than 9 to 5.
If you had to describe your journey in 3 words, what those 3 words would be?
Resilient, creative, evolving.
I like the last one, evolving. If content creation or if marketing as it is today was to vanish, tomorrow it's not there. What's one part of content creation or marketing you would actually go out like a superhero, fight and bring it back?
Superhero. I like that. Okay. Storytelling.
Okay.
This is something that I'll fight for because I believe storytelling is the heartbeat of every great brand that is out there,
Interesting.
right? Because a good story, they connect people, they spark emotions, and that's when you're able to build genuine connections with your audience. So, storytelling, it never goes out of style. There's always a story to tell. I mean, everyone has a story to tell.
What if you get a chance to put a billboard out there on Sheikh Zayed Road tomorrow? So what are you going to write on it?
Your time is now, make it count.
That's very powerful.
It's going to be a reminder that there is no perfect timing to do something, right? It's now. Your present moment is your opportunity. Make it count. Do something meaningful out of the time that you have.
When the credits roll on your life story, what do you hope the final lines read?
She's here. She made it. And she made it big.
Nice. Actually looking forward to watch that movie.
I hope so, because I'm going all in, and it's high time for me to do that. If I'm not going to do it now, I'm never going to do it. That's the mindset that I have.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would love to explore like what goes on inside the mind of a creator. There is the same object that I look at, but then the same object, when a creator is looking at, they capture it differently. How come? I mean, a lot of people come to me and they say, I also have the same camera, but I don't take as good pictures as A, B, or C. So what happens differently? What happens inside the mind of a creator? How do you know how to capture? How do you know how to create?
I mean, personally for me, it just happens in the moment.
Okay.
In the heat of the moment, you're like, okay, this angle looks better. Personally, I take like so many pictures and then so many clips for sure, for about probably about 100 or maybe less than that, but that's how it is, right? It's just in that moment, and I feel like you need to have an eye for the details that's right in front of you. Be it the objects, the angles, and the lighting, and the backgrounds, and what effect are you going to use, and how you're going to play with these features that you have in your phone or the camera.
Then there is this visual appeal, then there is
Yes.
this, for example, you're creating a piece of content and you put wrong music on it,
Yeah.
right? It would ruin it.
Yeah, definitely. You need to connect the dots, like be it your storyline or the visuals or the music. Everything needs to have some sort of connection. So, I mean, that's something that should come from your creativity. That's what I do. I experiment. It's always a trial and error for me. I finally choose one and then post. Yeah.
Right. So you take a lot of photos, you take a lot of videos, and then you experiment with it.
Yes.
And finally, the fine piece of content that comes out is an outcome of all that effort that you have put in already.
Yes. Yes, that's
Right. So
correct.
it's not just like you took a picture, you posted it, and
No, no. Especially for me, it's never like a picture perfect moment. I mean, there might be creators out there, probably within the first or second trial, they're like, okay, this is it. But no, for me, it's create more and capture more, because for me, I feel like that I need to achieve that perfection.
do you think it's really important for a creator to have that fancy equipment, or you just need to start with whatever phone you have, with whatever camera you have?
Just start with whatever you have. I'm still capturing my content on my iPhone. I do not have any fancy equipment as such. So, yeah, just use whatever you have. If you have the ability to use the features that you have on your phone and to use an app, there are so many applications out there. And make good use of it and edit your content. I think that's it, right? You do not need any fancy equipment.
There are creators like Kabe, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
guy?
gentleman, right? And we remember immediately I said it, even if I pronounce his name wrongly. You understood, right? And he
Yeah.
made it to Chexide Road. I mean, I saw him on a billboard.
Yeah.
And remember the way he started? It was like with a basic phone.
Yeah, exactly.
What got him here was probably consistency.
Yeah.
Then I think finally you have that moment where if you're saying, this is me and my friends and we are having a party, ye main hu, ye mere, I don't know if you have, okay, so you're familiar with it.
Yeah, I
because it's
did-
back in Pakistan.
Exactly. Was that a Pakistani meme?
It is. Now the lady made it big. So she's on national television now doing all those TV serials and all.
Yeah.
She became famous because of that one particular thing. So you never know when is your falling apple moment.
You just never know when is going to be your moment, the viral moment, right? I mean,
Right.
we're, especially creators, we're all aiming for that viral moment. So, yeah, consistency plays a big role.
So what I hear from you is inside the creator's mind, there is discipline, there is consistency,
Yes.
the ability and the will to keep bouncing back from failure. What else?
Detailed.
Okay.
Pay attention to the details because that sometimes makes a difference.
When I was being taught marketing and when I started practicing marketing, I mean, my seniors, my gurus, my mentors, they said the same thing. Pay attention to every detail, make sure the spellings are correct.
Yeah.
I think now that's not the thing because I see a lot of creators out there, they say just post it, make it look as natural as possible. But I think back in the days, attention to detail was really important in terms of making sure that it's correct. But I think what attention to detail you're mentioning is like, making sure the lighting is perfect, making sure, the angle is okay, making sure, the feet are not cut,
Yeah.
right? And stuff like that. Well, Harshni, thank you very much. It was a pleasure catching up with you behind marketing lines. And for the listeners out there, it's important to have a marketer's mindset if you're getting started with marketing and a creator's mindset, as very rightly explained by Harshni. And if you want to make impact, I think these are the things you need to follow that she just mentioned during the podcast. Any final words for the aspiring creators out there or the marketers out there?
Stay flexible, stay human, and keep going.
You heard her. Stay flexible, stay human, and keep going. Thank you very much for tuning into Behind Marketing Lines. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep going.